What if you could win at anything you tried?
Sal, go!
We're heading to the city of brotherly love, where I'll school this pro lineman and show you how to call every coin toss.
You actually want a handshake for that?
We'll get off the ground in Santa Cruz and see how to master this balancing act from one of the best in the business.
You got it? You got it!
Then I'll show you the ultimate chain trick that'll keep your friends tied up for hours.
Did have it.
And I'll take you to a college pub where a game with glasses will blow away the bartender.
Right there. How do you do that?
My name is Sal Piacente, and I know every con in the book. People hire me to show them how to spot a hustle. From coast to coast, I'll break down and reveal how to win at games, contests, and tricks. From the boardwalk to the carnival, I've got all the angles. Game on, America. Our journey begins in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, where they love their freedom, cheesesteaks, and football. This is the biggest game in the country. The stakes are so high, there's no telling how much could be riding on it. Everyone who has played this game knows that destiny hangs in the balance when you call heads or tails. Which is why I'm here at the home of professional football in Philadelphia. But no game is complete without people to root for you. So bring out the cheerleaders.
Sal, let's ace the game. Go, Sal, go!
It's time to master the art of the coin toss. First thing you gotta know is not all tosses are created equal. The fairest toss is the way they do it before football games. You toss the coin up in the air, call heads or tails, and let it hit the ground. Except I can't tell you how to beat that, because no one knows how the coin will bounce when it hits the ground. I don't like to leave things to chance. I play to win, and there is a way to ace the art of the coin toss. This flip is called the gentleman's toss. The old flip, catch, and reveal is downright elegant. But guess what? It's not a 50-50 proposition. I have to ask you a question. Here's a regular coin. Heads on one side, tails on the other.
Right.
If I flip this coin, what do you think the chances are of it landing heads?
50-50.
That's what everyone believes, the 50-50 chance. Well, really, it's been proven that it's actually a 51% chance that the coin is going to end up on the same side it started with.
Really?
So if I start on the heads, 51% of the time, it's going to end on the heads. Why? It all comes down to angular momentum vector. A bunch of statisticians flipped tens of thousands of coins and figured out that the bias comes from the angle between the normal to the coin and the angular momentum vector. But don't you worry about that. Just know that the 1% difference is a big deal. Don't believe me? Well, guess what? That's the same edge the house has over you in blackjack, the game that helped build this city in the desert. But I want to win 100% of the time, and I'm going to show you how. This is former pro defensive tackle Hollis Thomas. This big guy played ball on this field, and now I'm going to take him on a little ride. Hollis, nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you,
This is your
too.
home field.
Oh, nice.
Okay, little coin toss. 5 flips, you ready?
Okay.
That's what you got. Call it in the air.
Tails.
Tails. 0 for 1.
Tails never fails.
Tails never fails.
Yeah.
0 for 2.
Heads.
Heads?
Yep.
Oh, tails.
Ah, man.
Try it again. Try it again. Ready? Call in the
Heads.
air. Heads?
Yep.
Last one. 0 for 4. Come on. No one's this unlucky.
Tails never fails.
Same with tails. Over 5.
You actually want a handshake for that?
Yup. There's a way to control if it's going to be heads or tails. Every time. Rule number 1, make sure that you're the coin tosser. Rule number 2, your eyes have to be quick. When I catch the coin, I quickly look down to see which way it landed after they called it. If I see the side they called facing me, in this case tails, I just flip it over onto the back of my other hand. Now the coin is heads up, and they lose. But if I caught it the opposite way he called it, that's where a little sleight of hand comes into play, the 4-finger flip. Did you catch it in real speed? Watch it again in slow motion. All you do is quickly close your 4 fingers while moving your hand toward the other one. This causes the coin to flip over once. So when you smack it down on the back of your other hand, it's the side you want it to be. Now, let me show you what to look for so no one can pull this one off on you.
These fingers flip the coin in as they come over, altering the outcome. So it's here, dip as I come over to alter the outcome. To show you now that you lost. So Hollis, I have to ask, what would you do if you caught someone doing this to you?
Probably kick them square in the teeth.
Yeah, that would stop me from wanting to do it to someone like you.
I like my teeth.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, good answer.
Yeah. So watch out, all you con artists. No.
I spend a lot of time on the West Coast, and what could be more fun than the Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk and its many attractions, including the 5th oldest roller coaster, the legendary Giant Dipper. This classic wooden coaster is famous for its numerous dips and curves. But if you're looking for a game that has everyone flipping out, the rope ladder can take you for a ride. Everything that goes up must come down. But shouldn't they get up just a little? There's one surefire way to tell how challenging a game is. Just look at those prizes. They're the biggest on the boardwalk. But don't worry, I'm gonna share my secrets with a little help from a whole lot of muscle. Natalie Duran is a world-class rock climber. There's no degree of pitch or terrain she can't conquer, but she's about to meet her match.
Natalie, obviously my climbing days are over. You're a professional climber. Let's see what you got.
Okay.
Good luck to you.
Even for a pro like Natalie, this is no cakewalk. Every rung, every move, complete focus is required because this game can take down even the best climber. It's game on at the Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk. And right now, professional rock climber Natalie Duran is hanging on for dear life as she tries to conquer the most dreaded boardwalk game of all, the rope ladder.
You got it? You got it! You did it! You did it!
So what's the strategy? Time to break it down. Every step counts, including the way you start.
As soon as the rope left the mat, things got tricky. Why?
Yeah, so when you start off, you're close to the mat and you got that false sense of stability. And
Okay.
right once you get higher up in the rungs, maybe the 4th or 5th, it's like game on.
The truth is, by the time most folks reach that 3rd rung, things get hairy, and they will go from the mat to the splat in an instant.
Good try.
Step 2, the rungs are for stepping, not holding. Instead, keep your hands on the ropes.
I like putting one hand low, one hand high on the middle of the rope, and then your feet are gonna be on the rungs and kind of against the rope so you could kind of control the rope with your foot. And with your hands, you like to keep it one low, one high in the middle of the rope. So you want the rope so it's kind of like a little flexible. You could has a little give and has a little take. So if you need to adjust your weight, you do so with your hands.
Most folks ride the ladder like a drunken sailor. That's because if you hold the rungs, your center of gravity is more narrow and tippy. Instead, spread your hands out on the ropes and your center of gravity will too. Now, let's take it a step further. Time to coordinate our moves.
If you put your left hand up, your right foot has to go down. Same thing, right hand up, left foot up. So you have 2 hands, 2 feet. What you want to do is move opposing hands and feet. So if you're going to climb up with your left hand, move up your right foot at the exact same time. And then just keep that movement going.
Remember, you have a choice in life. You can either taste victory or you can keep tasting that mat. So brace yourself for that first step off the mat. Hold the rope, not the rungs. Put your feet on the rungs, pressed against the ropes for stability, and finally, coordinate your moves.
Once you get to the top, you want to match your hands on the rungs and then just walk the feet up. And ring that bell for victory.
Natalie, you did it. You rang it. These are the biggest prizes on the boardwalk. You pick out anyone you want.
Snaky. Sick.
From coast to coast, Where there's a beach, there's often a boardwalk filled with food, rides, and a ton of games where people can step right up and put their money to the test. Back in the day, carnivals and boardwalks would con you. These days, it's mostly on the up and up. But just in case you come across a swindler, I'm gonna teach you how to avoid getting tangled up in this trick. This game is an oldie but a goodie called Fast and Loose. Your job is to figure out which side holds fast and which side comes loose. All it involves is a chain. I throw the chain onto the table. Put your finger there, Mickey, please. See how it catches? One side will always stick, one side will not. It's a 50-50 chance. You have to pick which side stays and which side doesn't. Which side do you think now? How much?
I'll do 3.
3?
Yeah.
Boy, this isn't the big time, but I'll be happy. Let's see, which side do you think?
Yeah.
Keep it there. The best part about 50-50 games is everyone wants a try.
I'm a 5.
I'll match 5.
Okay.
Did you get it? No, you didn't. Here, watch. We'll do it again. I drop it onto the
What's
table.
this?
I'm letting you see. Do you see where it is?
Yeah.
How
Hold on.
much?
I got 20 on this one.
Go for the 20.
I'll go here.
No, you don't pick the same side
But
twice.
when you wrapped it, I thought I saw it.
Saw it.
Seems so easy, but behind these shiny gold chains lies a dirty little secret. This isn't a game. It's a straight-up con. Who wants to take a chance?
Yeah.
With a game, you can learn tips, practice, and give yourself a chance to win. Fast and Loose is different. You go opposite.
But I could have swore I saw the same pattern on that side.
Don't believe me? Give it a try. Let's see if you can pick the correct side.
Which side am I gonna influence you for?
What do you think? Is it this side or this side? I know all the cons and hustles in the book. Now it's game on the boardwalk, where I'm playing an old-time hustle called Fast and Loose. It's simple, really. I lay out the gold chain, you pick a side to hold. So which side's it gonna be? This side or this side?
Let's do this side.
You know why you went with that side? Because I made that side bigger. If you pick the right side like that guy, you are obviously wrong. That's because I can control when it's fast as well as when it's loose. Okay, which side, what do you say? Which side were you gonna say?
This side.
And you know something? You should have put up the other money, you would have had it.
So what's the key? Let's go back to the beginning. When I set up the chain and I want the player to actually win, I twist my right hand under. This creates a loop on the right that will hold fast every time. Check it out in slow motion. With my right hand, I twist that end of the loop as I lay it over the other end. See how it catches? But check out what I do when I don't want someone to win. When I want both loops to be loose, I don't twist my hand under. I just lay it over. But the chain looks the same as it did when I made a loop that holds fast. The truth is, neither one of the loops will hold. So the player has no chance of winning.
No, you didn't.
So what you should be looking at is my wrist and not the chain. More often than not, you won't see a twist, which means both sides will be loose. But another way they could fool you is by playing with your mind.
I think you're
You were
right.
gonna pick the same side. No, you don't pick the same side twice.
But when you wrapped it, I thought I saw it.
They are so convinced that they could win because sometimes I let them.
I think he should have too. Which side am I gonna influence you for?
This allows me to make them think they could beat me.
To this side.
You know why you went with that side? Because I made that side bigger. I can mess with these people all day long.
Okay, I got it.
So the next time you see a guy like me loose on the boardwalk, be sure to go the other way.
Okay, let's see if she got it.
Fast.
I told you.
You did have it. You did have it.
We're off to Sin City, Las Vegas, gambling capital of the world. Vegas casinos bring in around $6 billion a year in revenue from nearly 40 million visitors. The people who come here will play with cards, wheels, anything. That's why I hit the streets to test some tourists in a game I call the 3-dice swap. You play dice?
Yeah.
Shake 'em up. Shake 'em up and roll 'em.
Okay.
Check it out. She's got 3 dice in the cup. Now watch what happens. All right, fair enough?
Yeah.
Let me see the cup. Now watch what we're gonna do.
Okay.
We put 2 dice in here. I put this one in my pocket. Watch this. Hey, no, watch. I'll do it again. 2 here, 1 here. How many do you think? But in Vegas, you can't use a cup. In Vegas, how do they shoot dice? In the hand. So if I put this one here, how many do you think?
3.
Game on, America.
Okay, definitely. You want to tell us a secret or,
I'll show you how it's done. 4 dice. You don't know I have a 4th dice, right? So this one's in my hand. Then I say roll them, so you roll them. Then what do? Okay. I pick up 2 dice. There's one in my hand, and I throw 3 in. I pretend to put this one in my pocket. I still keep it here. I say, look, 3. Then I pick up these 2 again, throw 3. Really put that one in my pocket. And then show you 3. Now you're amazed. Now I put the cup down. I take these 2 dice, and when I put them in his hand, I pretend to put them in the hand. Watch. I pick up these 2 dice, I go here. We'll put them here, and I'll put this one. Now I put all 3 in my pocket. And I go, watch, and they're all gone. That's how I did it.
Oh my gosh.
All you need is a cup, 4 dice, and a little sleight of hand, and you can be wowing a crowd of your own. Okay? Oh, my pleasure. Thank you. Let's head to New Brunswick, New Jersey, home of Rutgers University. Old Man Rafferty's is an institution here and a popular spot with students. And I'm here to play a little game with one of the bartenders.
What can I get for you?
Martini.
Martini?
Please. Let's face it, if you make your money on cash tips, you're usually willing to take a chance. The mixer mix-up game is one of my favorites. Thank you.
There you go.
Thank you. Tim, before you go, I want to show you something.
Sure.
You have 3 shakers?
Yeah.
The martini shakers. Can I borrow them for a second?
You got it.
This out-of-the-blue suggestion of a game to an unsuspecting Joe or Jane is what I call a left-field challenge. All I want you to do is take an olive, put it underneath any one cup, and then transfer the other 2, leaving that one where it is, okay? Only the 2 cups that do not have the olive could move. Now it's my job to figure out which one didn't. That's the one that has the olive.
All set?
Got it?
Yeah.
See if I can tell you where it is. I think it's gonna be right here. Okay, we tried. You don't really think I got that wrong, do you? I'll tell you what, we're gonna do it again. This time we're gonna make it a little more interesting.
All right.
For your tip. Like I said, bartenders are always willing to take a chance. But don't worry, I'll give it back to them. I promise. All I want you to do is take the tip and put it underneath 1 cup and then transfer the other 2. That's all you have to do.
Okay.
And let me know when you did that.
Okay.
Okay, tell you what we're gonna do. If you win, I'll pay you double.
Okay.
I think this time you put it right. It's game on in New Brunswick, New Jersey, where I'm playing a game called Mixer Mix-Up. The rules, take 3 cups, put an object under one, move the other 2, and I guess which one it's under. Once you know the trick, you'll be able to win every time. If you win, I'll pay you double.
Okay.
I think this time you put it right there.
Lucky guess.
You think it was luck? We'll do it again.
Lucky guess.
We'll do it again. 2-0.
All right, good.
Your hands are away?
Yep.
Well, I don't
All
want
clear.
you to think. This time I think you put it right back into the middle.
How do you do that?
Now I'll show him and you how to beat this game. The big key to this one, pay attention to the small details. When the bartender gave me the mixers, I gave them a quick study. I was hunting for a small flaw that most people overlook, a dent, a scratch, or in this case, a smudge, something that wasn't obvious enough for the bartender to see. As long as there is one marked mixer, I always win. I think this time you put it right there. Because after that, it's all simple logic and the process of elimination. Let's slow it down. This time we're gonna make it easy for you. The marked mixer is the big red cup. The money is placed under the red mixer, and by the rules of the game, the other 2 mixers have to switch places. In this scenario, the marked mixer didn't move, which means it has to have the money. Easy, right? Now let's put the money under the middle mixer, which means the marked mixer and mixer number 3 need to switch places. Since the marked mixer is in the 3 position after starting in the 1, you know the money isn't on either end. It has to be in the middle.
It's your turn now. Let's see if you can find the money.
The red mixer is our marked mixer. It's the one on the right. Got it?
Turn around now, and no peeking.
Okay, did you figure out where it is? Show me the money. Boom! When the red mixer moved from position 3 to position 1, we knew the money couldn't be in either one of those spots because the 2 cups that don't have money under them have to switch places. So the money could only be under the middle. You could do this trick almost anywhere. Any opaque cup or glass works, and so do coffee mugs. In fact, you can memorize how the handles are turned. All you need is that one marked cup and an unsuspecting friend.
And that's for you. Told you I'd give him back his tip.
Have a great night.
You too.